Good Monday morning and happy Family Day. This is Twin number 60 this week in Nerd News, where in 5 minutes or less, I plan on sharing with you some of the news that we need to be paying attention to. This week, our focus is on a tactic that has allowed cybercriminals to steal money from people and organizations for decades. To this day, it is still a go-to tactic, and that's called business email compromise, or BEC for short. Now, after a criminal gang has done some of its recon work in a targeted victim organization, they know the names of the individuals that are authorized to send and receive money on behalf of the organization. So once such an email account is compromised, the scam that is being warned against here can be carried out via a virtual meeting platform. And so cybercriminals are now utilizing this more and more, to the extent that the FBI has this public service announcement here. Now, our do-it-yourself home security systems are also turning out to be quite vulnerable to hacking. And you'll see some of the brands that you probably recognize here, including Ring. And you just want to consider your threat level and decide if your security that you have is sufficient. Now, there's a hacking group called Blackbyte. That's the name of this criminal gang that is on a tear, and it's hitting United States critical infrastructure as well as the San Francisco 49ers. And they're holding the NFL team's data hostage, and so hence the FBI issued its own warning. The United States says Russian state hackers lurked in defense contractor networks for months. And our comment to this is that this has been happening for such a long time. It's a good thing that going forward, the zero trust connectivity is the gold standard right from the top of the U.S. administration down. And hopefully this will stem stories like this and eventually take them to a complete stop as well. And in our final story, we're talking about zero-click hacks that are growing in popularity. Now, Bloomberg says there's no way to stop them, so that headline would have been correct with traditional technology, but zero trust connectivity absolutely does protect properly provisioned and protected devices. So for example, zero trust protected iOS devices that were never able to be remotely controlled using command and control infrastructure of Pegasus. So no exfiltration commands, for example, could ever be sent or received. It doesn't mean that the device was not vulnerable to that initial attack, but it meant that the attacker could not do any further damage. And so this is where zero trust comes in. And did you know that there is a really good way to use your iPhone as a webcam for any app? It's a $5 app called Shoot Pro Webcam for Mac and PC. And I'm going to illustrate that to you real quick right here. This is my iPhone that I currently have tethered, and this is now the view that you're seeing from my iPhone's camera. So it actually makes it very easy to utilize as a separate external webcam. Sometimes you just need to put it on a tripod and have it someplace else. So enjoy and see you again next week. Bye for now.